This is 5 on your side at 10.
New at 10, an emotional account from a relative of one of today's deadly home explosion victims in North St. Louis County. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Brent Solomon. That blast rocked a community near Blackjack early this morning. 2 people died, 4 others are injured. Tonight, our Robert Townsend with new details.
There's kids in the house. We're calling 911.
A frantic Nicole Thomas raced outside after hearing her neighbor's home exploded and ignited a huge fire near Blackjack.
We were running, screaming, crying. It was chaos.
Thomas shared this cell phone video of the burning house near Parker Road and North Ranch Drive. She says the blast happened shortly after 1 a.m. Friday and immediately rattled her out of bed.
There's just people everywhere, and there's running, there's children running. People are coming from all over, and the house is just in flames.
Firefighters rushed to the scene and battled the 2-alarm fire. St. Louis police and bomb and arson investigators also arrived. They say the explosion destroyed the 4-bedroom brick house, leveled the family's garage, killed 2 people, and critically injured 4 others. The blast also demolished 2 cars that were parked in the family's driveway, scattered all kinds of debris here in the family's front yard, and sadly, investigators also tell us this is where they found one of the victims.
I'm just lost for words.
This devastated woman says the 6 victims are her cousins. She says the young man whose body was found in the yard just celebrated his 18th birthday on Monday.
I have lost family members that's dear to me.
And that's why she asked us to not show her face.
He was a good kid. And this is horror. It's like I say, it's mind-wrecking.
Some neighbors believe homemade fireworks may have sparked the home explosion. Blackjack's fire chief says right now the St. Louis County bomb and arson investigators are still trying to figure out what exactly caused the deadly blast. Do you all have any idea how this happened?
No, we don't.
My heart breaks for them. I've been crying all afternoon.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
And police haven't yet identified the victims or provided the conditions of those who survived. Developing within just the last few hours, a guilty verdict in the case of a man who killed a North County co-op officer. Officer Michael Langsdorf was shot and killed investigating a report of a bad check. This was at the Wellston Market back in 2019. Authorities later arrested Bonnet Meeks. Today he was found guilty of second-degree murder as well as other charges.
Mr. Meeks executed Officer Langsdorf, and that holds true in the courtroom. He did it, and now he has to be held accountable for what he did 3 years ago.
Meeks could serve up to 2 life sentences at his sentencing on September 21st. 2 St. Louis County men are charged with hazing a Mizzou student. Today, a grand jury indicted Ryan Delante of Baldwin and Thomas Schultz of Chesterfield. Missouri freshman Danny Santulli was in the hospital for nearly 8 months with alcohol poisoning after a Phi Gamma Delta frat party. He has brain damage so bad he can't speak, see, or walk. Delante and Schultz are both facing several criminal charges. Tonight, a new record for gas prices. Today, the statewide average in Missouri hit $4.68. That's up 10 cents from just a week ago, according to AAA. As the numbers keep climbing, businesses that depend on gasoline are struggling. Tonight, our Justina Cornell gives us an inside look at the obstacles for trucking companies.
This is all I know.
Gina Puzo's drive is to build up her trucking company.
We do St. Louis area, we do Illinois area. Right now we do some Springfield, Missouri. We also do Paducah, Kentucky. So that's about as far as we go right now. And again, on some of those loads, that's almost 600 miles.
The small business owner started Puzo LLC 6 years ago. She has 3 trucks, but she's forced to shift gears. Now she's down to 2 because of gas prices.
I had a driver that had spent $500 a day on 1 truck. 2 trucks last week was almost $4,000. They're diesel. The diesel is still going up every single day. That's our main expense right now.
Carrying goods every day is starting to weigh heavy.
We're not making any money anymore. We're putting all the gas in the gas tank. At $4,000 a week in gas, 2 trucks, only 2. So what is that, $12,000 a month just in gas?
Puzo shares these prices have almost doubled from the year prior. Now when they go to make deliveries, drivers need to be strategic.
You don't want to end in Illinois because you can't afford the gas.
That's because Illinois has the third highest fuel tax rate in the country, with Missouri being the sixth lowest. However, it seems like pain at the pump is being felt everywhere.
Now it's almost $6 a gallon.
Puzo says she doesn't know how much longer she can stay in business with gas prices like this, but she says she's going to keep trying.
Every week I pay more in gas and more in gas, and I just don't know how much more that I can keep paying to keep the company going.
For now, Puzo plans to stay on course.
Well, you can't quit. I don't want to quit. I hope, something changes.
Justina Cornell, 5 on your side.
And experts say the recent interest rate increase could actually slow demand and cause gas prices to drop. Well, you've likely heard about Facebook accounts getting hacked lately. Tonight, a viral post claims someone can actually clone your page. Brandon Lewis from our Verify team explains how imposters could use your name to scam your friends.
If you spend time on Facebook, you may have seen a friend post something like this. A warning that scammers are cloning every account and not to accept friend requests from people you're already friends with. Verify viewer Michael reached out to us on verifythis.com to ask, are scammers cloning Facebook accounts? So Michael, let's verify. Our sources are Facebook, digital privacy company NordVPN, and cybersecurity firm Bitdefender. Facebook cloning is when someone uses your name and picture to create a fake account. And our sources all agree that, yes, scammers are cloning Facebook accounts to try to trick people into sending money or downloading risky software. Here's how Bitdefender explains it works. First, a scammer takes information from your public profile, like your name, picture, and demographics, and uses it to create a fake account. Then, they send friend requests to people you know, sometimes claiming that your old account was hacked and to only use the new fake account. Once they accept the request, the scammer may try to manipulate them into sending money or clicking on malicious links. NordVPN says you can protect yourself by limiting what information is visible in your public profile. Also, be on the lookout if you get a friend request from someone you're already friends with. If you suspect an account was cloned, you can report it to Facebook. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
And what would you like for us to verify? Reach out to us by texting the word verify to 314-425-5355. An airman from Troy, Illinois, killed while serving overseas was honored at Scott Air Force Base. Senior Airman Bradley Smith died in 2010 when his platoon was ambushed by gunfire and an improvised explosive device. He ran through the crossfire to rescue another soldier when another IED killed him. Today, fellow soldiers and Smith's family gathered to honor his life and service.
It's a wonderful honor that after this many years that people still remember Bradley. And like I'd mentioned before, there's so many people that don't get the recognition they deserve.
The auditorium of the Air Force Base Airman Leadership School was dedicated in Smith's name. Well, Juneteenth weekend is among us and celebrations are now underway. Earlier today, the Juneteenth flag was raised at St. Louis City Hall. The holiday is celebrated on June 19th, honoring the historic end of slavery. We have a full list of events happening in the area. Just head over to KSDK.com under the As Seen on TV section to find the different ways you can celebrate.
And Brent, this morning, widespread severe thunderstorms, widespread tree damage, wind gust over 60 miles an hour. Well, look at some of that damage right now. That is a part of a tree that just missed the house, the car, and the camper. And of course, we're going to continue to look at those wind gusts and the weekend forecast, which includes less humid air. All that coming up.
And did you know 5 on Your Side is always streaming? You can catch our newscasts, weather, and top stories at any time. Download 5 Plus for free on Roku or Fire TV. Well, if you're looking for ways to cool down this weekend from all of the heat, you might want to consider going swimming. St. Louis County announced all 4 of its pools will open this weekend. County officials say staff are working hard to get those lifeguards trained despite a nationwide lifeguard shortage. Lifeguards will receive a wage increase and a $200 bonus as an incentive to work. And it really is the perfect weekend to dip in the pool, and the weather will cooperate for that as usual, right, Jim?
Yeah, finally, right? After this crazy morning that we had, Brent, yes, this weekend, total sunshine Saturday and Sunday, less humid and perfect for the pool. But here's some of that storm damage. Look at this huge tree that came down in Godfrey, Illinois, and that was widespread because of this. Wind this morning, some of the highest wind gusts, Litchfield, Illinois, right at the airport there. St. Charles, 64 miles an hour. Lambert, 60. Cahokia Heights, 62. And Sauget, Illinois, at about 62. So right now, there is the arch. You can see downtown St. Louis. Not much of a wind out there, and it is still 83 degrees, but it's getting better. And it will do so as the night goes on. That less humid air will definitely start to move on in here, and things will look a lot better for tomorrow. But that front still is a little bit too close to us. We want it to kind of sag down further into Arkansas, which it will do so. Kansas City will still be steamy this weekend because the front will lie just around that area. And really nothing on the radar. It's clear tonight, just some ground clutter. But here it is, all that widespread wind damage and some of these high wind gusts, 112 reports of this. And notice from southern Jefferson County southward, not much. But then Interstate 70, we were talking about this yesterday. Interstate 70, right around that area northward, was the best chance of seeing the hail and high wind, but it was high wind is what we had most throughout the area. 60 miles an hour right at Lambert, and that was right before 5 a.m. And then right at 5 a.m., Charlac, multiple tree branches down, some of those as much as 6 inches in diameter. And of course, Litchfield at the airport there at 5:10 a.m., a 70 mile per hour wind gust. So right now the wind is calm. It's 83 degrees. Humidity is still way up there, about 63%. That dew point 69. It's below 70, but we're going to get that even lower for tomorrow and more comfortable air for sure. So temperatures right now, 77 Scott Air Force Base. Sullivan still sitting at 80. Jefferson City 83. You get closer to that front, it's hotter and definitely a little bit more humid. So overnight lows tonight looking better than those 70s and 80s that we had. We're in the mid 60s to upper 60s in most spots. And the high today, 91, low of 73, that's better, and 3/400ths of an inch of rainfall, but that rain did come down pretty heavily throughout the morning hours. All right, 10-day forecast showing we're back in that heat again, so enjoy this less humid weekend. Juneteenth on Sunday, 89. Father's Day on Sunday, sunshine. Sunday on Monday, 98. Tuesday, 101 as summer begins. And then the storm chances, Brent, about 98 on Wednesday.
All right, well, we'll take it for now. Thank you.